everyone. Today in this video we are going to discuss about the data analytics using Power BI. So today we are going to deep dive into what Power BI is, the basic and core concepts of the Power BI. Like I believe before directly jumping into the practical concepts of the Power BI, we need to understand a lot of theoretical aspects of the Power BI as well. Like what is Power BI, understanding the core architecture of the Power BI, what are the different components and the versions in the Power BI. And today's video is all about the basic understanding of the Power BI. Okay, so watch the video till the end because it will be very useful for each and every one of you. Okay, so I have created a presentation for this particular session. So let me share my screen and will show you the core presentation that I have created for each and every one of you. Amazing. I hope you all can see the screen, and we are going to start with the introduction to Power BI. As you know, see the when it comes to the Power BI, it is having a lot of components. The Power BI service, Power Query Editor, Power Pivot, View, Power Map, Data Catalog, Data Management Gateways, Q&A. So all these are the different components of the Power BI. Okay, so Power BI is a combination of a different components. Power plus BI, it's a powerful business intelligence tool by the Microsoft itself. Okay, so this is a core introduction to the Power BI for you all, which is having a different core components in here as well. So in detail we are going to understand about all these components too. Okay, so if we talk about the basic introduction to the Power BI, and we are going to first of all understand what Power BI is. It's a Microsoft Business Analytics service. Power BI is a powerful tool that designed for transforming raw data into interactive insights, enabling organizations to make data-driven decisions through compelling visuals and dashboards. Okay, so see it very carefully that Power BI is a very core and important business intelligence tool, which is not like useful only in India but in all over the market and in all over the world as well. Power BI is a tool by Microsoft. It's a powerful business intelligence tool that help companies to clean the data, analyze the data, visualize the data, and not only just analysis or visualization. You can take a strong insights from the data as well. So we can take a very strong data driven decisions through the Power BI itself. Okay, so it's about the basic understanding of the Power BI. And in this particular figure, you can see a data preparation. It's a complete architecture of the Power BI. Like, first of all, you prepare the data, then you need to upload the data in the servers, and then you visualize it, and then you just hand over to the business user. Okay, so this is a very basic understanding of what Power BI is. And maybe in your next interview, if someone will ask you, what do you understand by Power BI? So you just need to simply say that Power BI is a business intelligence tool by Microsoft. It is a very core tool for cleaning, analyzing, visualizing, transforming the data. Not only this, Power BI is an AI enabled tool using which you can do predictions and forecasting as well. Okay, not only this, we need to understand the difference between Power BI service and Power BI desktop as well. These are the two which are the core components of the Power BI, and you need to understand both of them. Also, in this particular session, whatever we are going to discuss, it's totally related to an interview perspective as well. Okay, so anyone can ask you in the interview that what is the difference between Power BI service and Power BI desktop, then what you're gonna answer. Okay, so first of all, see it very carefully that Power BI service is an online tool, okay, which you can access online. Maybe you have a MacBook. In that case, you can use Power BI service. Okay, you have a Windows laptop, then you can use Power BI desktop. So this is the core tool. Okay, when it comes to a Power BI service, if you want to access on your MacBook, then you can go to app.powerbi.com. This is a website, app.powerbi.com, and then you can use the Power BI service as well. Okay, so Power BI service is an online tool. We can collaborate, we can consume reports, we can develop a lot of capabilities and interact with the reports as well. Okay, when it comes to Power BI desktop, it analyze report creation tool, it connect with data, connect data models, develop new reports, and share and publish to the Power BI service as well. Okay, so I must say both are the components of Power BI. So Power BI is a tool which is having a lot of components. So Power BI desktop is one of the component, Power BI service is one of the component. Power BI desktop is the offline version. Power BI service is the online version. Power BI desktop you can directly install from Microsoft Store and start working on it. Power BI service you can access from any browser and start working through the online and through the internet connection as well. Okay. So Power BI desktop not needed any sort of internet connection, but yes, Power BI service needed a sort of internet connection as well. Okay. So both are the tools are very important. Both are the tools are by Microsoft, of course, the components of the Power BI. So this is a quick difference between working with service and desktop, and it can be a very important next interview question as well. Okay, now let's discuss about the next. We have the slide in here, which is the Power BI architecture. You need to understand what is the architecture of Power BI. Okay, so first of all, you see that it is having a lot of components in the architecture itself. First of all, data sources. You can have data anywhere. You can have data in SQL servers, Oracle, Excel, IBM. You can have data anywhere. Okay, what you need to do is you need to get that particular data in the Power BI desktop. Okay, first of all, let's say if you have a data in Excel, first of all you need to load that data into the Excel, right? Or from Excel to Power BI. So this is a data sources. First of all, you need to get this data to the Power BI desktop. After you get this data into the Power BI desktop, then we need to create some reports and dashboards. So this is the reports and dashboards that we are creating. Okay. Let's say you have created your visuals, reports and dashboards. Then what you need to do is you need to publish it to the Power BI service, because whatever you are creating, you need to share it with your managers as well, right? So whatever you created, you need to publish it to Power BI service. And can you see that we have Power BI gateways? What are gateways? Let's say if you are transferring your report from online to offline, offline to online, you are transferring the data from one place to another. So Power BI have a gateway so that your data will be secured. Most of the people ask me that will AI replace data analyst, will chat gpt replace the Power BI developers? Let me tell you, chat gpt can give you the task. Let me tell you, chat gpt can smarter your work, faster your work, will give you a lot of convenience, but it can't replace Power BI. It is a whole tool by Microsoft. And when you load a data in ChatGPT, when you create visuals in ChatGPT, will your data secured? You don't know where your data is stored. And company's data is the most important asset for the organization. That's why you can't, or any AI tool or any chat gpt sort of softwares can't replace Power BI developers or analysts, because these are the tools have a gateways where the data of the companies are secured. If I talk about my organization as well, as a founder of TechTip24, I also use Power BI so that my data is secured. I can do an end-to-end analysis and I can generate insights from the data as well. Okay, you talk about any company, TCS, Deloitte, Capgemini, KPMG, for their particular customers, for their clients, they are using Power BI, because for everyone data is most important asset. Okay, so Power BI have a gateways, and once your data is in Power BI service, once your report is in Power BI service, then you can share it with anyone from all over the world. Let's say you are from India, you can work with a Dubai client or a Singapore client or any client from all over the world. You just need to analyze their data, publish it online, and then you just share the link with them so that they can access your dashboards and reports. Okay, so the benefit working with Power BI and in the Power BI domain is you can work from anywhere for any client, and you have a complete flexibility as well. Okay, so I want you to understand the complete core architecture of the Power BI. Now, what next you need to do is you need to understand about the Power BI mobile application. See it very carefully that Power BI, whatever the reports and dashboards you create on Power BI, it's not just offline, it's not just online, it's not just gateways. Whatever you create, you can share it in the mobile applications as well. If you have a mobile phone with you, just open it and just check it in your app store or Google store, Power BI. You can install the Power BI application as well. Okay, so whatever you create on Power BI, you can upload it as a mobile view and anyone can access your work. It's a amazing thing that any data analytics tool or a business intelligence tool can provide, because nowadays everyone wants to access everything as far as their convenience is concerned. Let's say if my team is working on my data, I am traveling, so I will just check every updations on my phone itself. I don't need to carry a laptop to everywhere, and it's impossible as well to carry a laptop while traveling on the roads or when you have a urgency. Okay, so that's why you can access everything on your mobile phones as well. Okay, so that is a core important concept of the Power BI, that you can work on phones, you can work on tablets, you can work on laptops, you can work on computers, you can work offline, you can work online, any mode, anything, anywhere you can work on Power BI. That's the flexibility Microsoft have given to us, and that's why it is the tool which is capturing the market. Okay, so you need to understand the complete Power BI workflow overview as well. Understanding the Power BI workflow is essential for effective data management. Okay, we have data ingestion, modeling, visualization, sharing, ensuring seamless insights for informed decision making. The better you manage the data, the better you clean the data, the better you understand the data, the better insights will be there. Okay, so make sure that if you are working with Power BI, you understand the data sources, you understand the data, because the better you understand the data, the better you manage the data, the more insights you can create from your data itself. Okay, because let's say if you are working with a very big organization, so you need to understand the complete data workflow, the complete data flow. Okay, so see it very carefully that here we have a data sources, here we have a Power BI desktop. This is a complete database. When wherever you see this diagram, this implies database. Okay, so the data can be anywhere in Excel, SQL servers, in CSV formats. Then you load the data in Power BI desktop. In Power BI desktop, you create reports and dashboards. Then you load it to the Power BI service. Okay, then you can load it again to the desktop. If you want to do any updations or changes, then you can load it again to the Power BI service with all the updations as well. Okay, so that's how the data will flow from desktop to service, from service to desktop, because the updations in the data industry will be huge. There will be a lot of updations will be there in the particular data industry. Okay, so I hope that the data workflow is clear. And now what we need to do next is a data transformation in Power BI. Okay, so understand one thing, that Power BI have a three core components. First is Power BI desktop. Second is Power BI service, and then we have Power Query Editor, which is core for transforming the data. Okay, so you can do a lot of data transformation in Power BI. Let's say Power Query Editor is essential for cleaning and transforming the data. Users can filter, merge, and shape data to ensure accuracy in reports, making it a vital step in a data preparation process. Okay, so understand one thing, guys, that in our upcoming sessions, we also deep dive into transforming the data in the Power BI with a full practical approach. But theoretically, you need to understand that we use Power Query Editor for cleaning the data, for analyzing a data, for visualization of the data. Okay, and it is very, 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 very important. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to first of all core and first of all focus on the data transformation in the Power BI, which is by the Power Query Editor. Now you need to create relationships between tables. Okay, every time. You don't need to you can't able to, we can say, create relationship through tables, or you can't able to we can call it use VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP. When you use Excel to combine multiple tables, you need to use the formulas like VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, and so on. But in Power BI, everything is drag and drop. Okay, you don't need to use a VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP. You don't need to memorize any functions. You don't need to write any functions. You just need to load both the tables, drag and drop the common column, and then you are done. Automatically your two tables will be combined. Okay, let's say you have a order table and you have a order ID table. Okay, and both the tables have a common column which is customer name. Okay, so you combine both the tables through customer name and both the tables will be connected. Now you can create a visuals where the data will come from both the tables. Okay, so that is called creating relationships between the tables as well. I hope this is clear. So this is very important, creating the relationship between tables. And now this is a core and integral part, which is introduction to DAX in the Power BI. Okay, so understand one thing very carefully, that DAX is also one of the core integral part of the Power BI. When it comes to DAX, DAX is data analysis expression. For an example, in Excel, we have a lot of formulas. We look up, H lookup, minimum, maximum, average. In the same way, in Power BI as well, we have a lot of formulas, which is called as DAX. Okay. So you can see in this particular figure, which is, there is a lot of DAX functions where we have a aggregate functions, financial functions, table manipulation functions. Then we have parent and child, relationship, filters, maths and stats, information, text, logical, time intelligence, date and time, aggregate, financial, table, and so on. Okay, so these are a few functions, but there is a lot of more functions when it comes to DAX. Okay, so here guys, in Power BI, you don't need to memorize anything, or you don't need to mug up anything. As soon as you start working on Power BI, slowly and gradually you will become expert in the Power BI and expert in working with the DAX as well. Okay, because if you write any formula in Power BI, then automatically their syntax will come. Let's say if you are using a sum function, automatically the syntax will come. You just need to select a table or select a column. It is making your work way more easy. Okay, so make sure that you have a expertise, or you get expertise in DAX, because it is one of the core component in Power BI. And I want all of you to have a very, very, very good expertise on DAX. Okay, in our upcoming sessions, we are definitely going to learn about the end-to-end concept of the DAX as well. I hope everything is clear regarding tags. In Excel, we have a lot of formulas. In the same way, in Power BI as well, we have a lot of formulas. In simple language, it is called as tags. Okay. Now, what next we need to do in here is we need to understand about building interactive visuals and reports. If you are using Power BI and if you have loaded a data in the Power BI successfully, that's how your visuals, that's how your reports will look like. Okay, you can see this is a report where we have a lot of visuals in here, where we have this particular donut chart. This is a tree map. This is a proper line or column chart, and we have bar charts. We have a combination of line and bar charts. So you will get a lot of visuals. We have a KPIs. This is the slicers. This is the title, everything. This is a report we have created, and everything is on the Power BI itself. Okay, so you just need to load a data in Power BI, and you can create these sort of visuals, diagrams, reports, KPIs, applying the filters in the Power BI from a single interface itself without using a single line of code. The best part is you don't need to use a single line of code in here. Is it clear, everybody? Now you need to understand about the best practices for clear reporting. Okay, at the end of the day, in every interview they will ask you that what are the things you will apply if you are making a report. Okay, first of all, if you are working in a real time scenarios, you need to understand that your goal of the project needs to be clear, proper organization. You need to have a simple designs, a proper formats of how you are going to clear the report, and everything needs to be very clean and uncluttered. Okay, so this is very important. Like before directly jumping into, okay, we need to do a practical on Power BI, we need to load a data, make a visuals. If you are having expertise on Power BI, you learn Power BI, everything is fine. Now you have expertise on service, you have expertise on desktop, you learned a lot about DAX. Everything is fine. But if you work in a real time scenarios, these are the steps you need to follow for clear reporting. Okay, because individually you are not working in a company, you need to work with a team. Okay, and this is a very important interview question. If you are working in a team, then what is the practice, what is the steps you will follow for clear reporting? So these are the steps. You need to sit with the team and work on the same project with 10 number of members, and how you are going to manage it with the help of these steps. Okay, so these are the clear reporting best practices. Now what next we need to do is we need to understand about filtrations. Okay, so we had a discussion regarding Power BI desktop, Power BI service, DAX, Power Query Editor for transformation of the data, Power BI architecture. Now we are having a discussion regarding filters. Filters is also one of the core and important concept of the Power BI, guys, where you can analyze a lot of data in the simplest way possible. Okay, so filters and slicers are essential for dynamic data exploration. It allows users to focus on specific insights. They empower viewers to interact with reports, making data analysis more accessible. Okay, so you think about that way, that you have 140 countries in your data and you want to show only the top 5 countries in your report. You can do it using filters. Okay, let's say if you want to check the sales of a specific country in your report, you can do it using slicers. Okay, so filters and slicers both are important for creating the report more specific for in-depth analysis of the data. You have a lot of data but you want to check only the sales or the revenue or the profit of a few categories, only few, we can say for countries, only for few cities. For that you can apply filters, you can apply slicers, and then you have a in-depth insights. Because when you in front of team leaders, when you in front of CEOs of the company, as a data expert, they can ask you anything. I want this sales from this country, this profit from this country, this quantity sold from this country, this profit, and so on. You can give the answers of all these questions using filters and slicers. Okay, so definitely we all are going to learn this in depth as well. So this is about data exploration with filters. Okay, now let's talk about the next slide we have, which is publishing the report to the Power BI service. Okay, so this is the interface of the Power BI desktop. In desktop, let's say you have created a report, you have created a visuals. Now I want you to publish it online. So this is a publish button we have. Okay, so whatever you have created, you can publish the same online so that you can share it with anyone. Let's say you have created the report and I want to see it. How I can see your work? You publish it online, share the link with me, and I will see your work from my laptop itself. And if I want any updations, if I want to do any changes in your report, I can do it online itself. Okay, you just need to give me the edit access of the report. So there is a view access, edit access. Okay, so these are the multiple access you can give to the report as well while sharing the link. It's same as the Google Drive. Okay, it's same as the Google Drive we have in here. Like if you share the link of the Google Drives, then you can manage the access, right? In the same way, if you share the reports of the Power BI, you can manage the access. Okay, so this is about publishing reports to the Power BI. This is about collaboration features in the Power BI. Okay, so see it very carefully that Power BI enhances teamwork through features like comments, subscriptions, and metrics, enabling stakeholders to collaborate efficiently, share insights, and stay updated on important data automatically. Power BI is AI enabled tool. We can do a lot of automations in the Power BI itself. So I must say that you have to upgrade your skills to Power BI if you want to be ahead from the AI as well. So most of the students come and say, will AI replace this or that, or a data or a business analyst? If you will not upgrade your skills to the AI enabled tools and technologies, definitely you will get replaced one day. That is for sure. Okay. So Power BI is a must tool to upgrade your skills too. If you have already expertise on Excel, then Power BI is the next steps to level up your career for sure. And these are all the benefits if you use the Power BI, okay, which is you can create interactive visualizations, data connectivity is huge, real time data insights, mobile accessibility, we have security, sharing and collaboration, AI, data transformation, custom visuals, schedule and refresh. Let's say your data is updating in the database, automatically your report will also get updated. You just need to hit the refresh button, that's it, okay. So this is also a very core important concept when it comes to collaboration features in the Power BI. Okay, now this is a recap of the Power BI roles. For an example, you get expertise on the Power BI. You can work as a data analyst, BI developer, report designer, data engineer, business analyst, data scientist, consultant role, dashboard designer, SQL developer, data scientist, and a lot more. Okay, so these are just the specific roles, but there are some domain specific roles as well. For an example, you come from a finance background, you can become a finance analyst. You are a sales expert, you can become a sales analyst. You come from a marketing or HR background, you can become a marketing or HR analyst. Okay, so we have a multiple job roles as soon as you get expertise on the Power BI. Okay, so these are few where we have 150 plus data roles as well when it comes to the Power BI. Okay, so that's the conclusion, and that's all about getting a basics and theoretical concepts of Power BI. So we discussed regarding the understanding of the Power BI, different components of the Power BI, Power BI desktop, service, Power Query Editor, data transformation in the Power BI, filters and slicers in the Power BI, Power BI architectures, and how dashboards and reports look in the Power BI. Okay, so for sure there is many more things to learn, and I will see you in the next video where we are going to learn a lot more concepts on the Power BI. Thanks a lot for watching the video till here.